Good morning, Angie.
Good morning. Good morning to all of you.
Yeah, it is Monday, April the 21st, coming off Easter weekend.
Coming off definitely Easter weekend, excited and interested to hear about the weather, but honestly, as we are welcoming people on, let's just take a couple of moments here to remind Ben, because we're on a multitude of channels.
Yep.
First, what's in your what?
This is Big Happy, I'm calling
He's
it.
doing Big Happy again. I love that you do that. Mine today is NWSB. Love NWSB in so many ways.
And this is Extol Unfiltered, by the way, that you're watching.
You are watching Extol Unfiltered. We soft launched and we're still kind of like working our way into it. I'm Angie Fenton. This has been Peine. Let's talk about that for a minute.
It might take months for this to iron itself out. Yeah, and by the way, I feel like a beach bum here. I've got like a fishing shirt on. You look very nice, so I apologize for the casual.
So here are where are my faux casual friends, because actually I put on a t-shirt. It said rescue across, encouraged adopting animals and things. And then I thought I'm going to be too casual for Ben.
Nope.
So look at me. Look, I'm going to stand up. This is it. It's just a t-shirt, and then I'm wearing some jeans. But I think if you can get away with like the faux dress up, this is just a t-shirt.
Look, I was in a suit for like 20 years. I got rid of them like all except for a handful. Yeah.
But you see me here. So again, our audiences are mixing. We love having meteorologist Ben Peine. But it does. I know it still says Ben Peine on your Facebook page.
I know, and I've made a request to put the correct name, which is Peine.
But it was Peine while you were on TV.
Yeah, kind of a little stage name.
Yeah, made sense. Peine.
Made it a little easier, I guess, but it wasn't really my decision. I guess ultimately I could have put my foot down, but Peine, whatever. But yeah, Peine. We're still getting you misspelled it. It's spelled wrong and that kind of thing.
And that's okay because we're all learning. You're still listed as Ben Peine.
I'm still trying to write it the right way. My brain's been reorganized to Peine instead of Peine. So I mean, it is kind of weird. And if you want to comment, we can. I think we can pop you up. So, good morning from April.
Good morning,
Founder. We learned last time.
We sure did. Now, so Ben has partnered with Extol Media. Extol is a 10-year-old company. I won't get into all of what we do, but we started as a magazine and have morphed into a full-fledged media production company. We have a Saturday morning show, thanks to our WDRB partner. It's on their WBKI, the CW station. We have a host of clients, but also we're really leaning back into what we love, which is content. And so Ben, this partnership was an extension of what we knew we wanted to do.
And there were so many signs that this was the right direction
for you too.
For me, for sure. So happy to be here. Obviously, we got Ben at 10 coming up after this. This is a daily weather conversation. So every Monday we've got Unfiltered, just to let things fly.
And again, this is only our second week, so we're soft launching because Ben at 10 has really been the focus of what we want. We wanted our team to look into and make sure that launch was the right launch, which thanks to all of you, it's been an amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean the support
launch
has been really overwhelming in a good way. So really appreciate it. Thanks to all of you guys who've been watching and commenting and making suggestions too, because I'll change my show around whatever you guys want. So no doubt about that. We also want to thank our partners, like you've got NWSB right here on the coffee mug.
Thank you, NWSB.
I've been doing some forecasting, some consulting work with Libs Paving. They're hiring. We've put videos out for them. And Lions Roofing. They've helped out my mom recently and do an awesome job. And we'll be helping out you, I think.
We're next. We're getting there. That's gonna be a little bit of a process, but we love Lions Roofing, Libs Paving, NWSB, and we have some more partners coming in. So
yep, and if you want to partner up, whether it's on this show, I think we're going to have another show. Are we allowed to talk about that one?
Yes.
So that's, what is that, May 8th?
May 8th. It'll
is
be
the
a
plan?
Thursday. Extol Live is returning. We've already have musicians who are booked for it.
Oh, nice.
We've got a full-fledged studio that you can't see behind these cameras. We've got cooking, but I mean the whole tagline, the whole mission of Extol from the very beginning 10 years ago was to celebrate Southern Indiana.
Right, yeah.
And so you'll see more of that.
It's time to do it. We're exploding all this content for you here.
Yes. Do you want to pull up any more comments? I love that we can pull those
Oh,
up
yeah,
on the
yeah,
screen.
yeah. Let me see this. We've got a good morning here from Alice Young.
And then Roger, good morning, Roger. He said, are you live from New Albany? I'm trying to tell if that's Vincennes. That probably what you can see, Roger, is Market Street. I know Roger's a big walker. We see him all over the place. He's also a well-known name here in New Albany, but that is Market. And then maybe you can kind of, I don't know how to point, but
probably.
Is that Vincennes right there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
On the corner right there,
Yes.
Vincennes and Market.
Yeah.
Uptown, New Albany, as they
You
call
say it. I know you.
I saw it on the building, Uptown. Beauty
glad you
salons
do it.
everywhere as well.
And other businesses hopefully
Yeah.
moving into this area. But Ben lives in Borden. I live in New Albany, technically in the city, and then my neighbor, Mr. Terry Middleton, lives behind me, is in the county. So we've got, I think, the best of both.
Oh yeah, you're right on the line there.
We are right on the line. Roger, so welcome. Walk behind us. Stop and say hi.
So I get
see
in
you.
usually right before 7 a.m. Didn't mean to interrupt you there.
No, go ahead.
And there's usually, I'd say, 2 to 4 ladies that are jogging by.
Yep.
I'm starting to give them high fives. And so they've been supporting the show as well. So it's nice when
awesome.
you feel tired. You got somebody else that's up the same time as
Yes.
you, and they're getting after it. So
And also, if you stop by our building, considering that our producer, I wish we had a camera on him right now, our producer, Jason Applegate, at that time had me go to the Board of Works to make sure that I officially asked for utilization of about this much of the sidewalk. So if you come by, we have dog treats, not today, too rainy. Dog treats, water bowl, and usually a little sign. And that's one of my favorite things is that we get to see the dogs. I know the
you
dogs.
got permission. That's awesome.
Exactly. It's official. We are allowed to use this much. So thank you to the city of New Albany. But seriously, that is one of my favorite things is seeing the dogs that come by. Oh, good morning. Good morning.
Orlean Whitlow, good
Oh.
morning to you. Thanks for watching. Again, we'll be able to pop up your comments and feel free to chime in here this morning. I think we'll have some fun videos here
Yes.
for you and some pictures. Might start off a little heavy
Well,
because of breaking news this morning.
That's right. Many of you, and we have a wide number of Catholics, but I think Pope Francis has touched a lot of people. The Pope, as many of you are waking up to, died today at the age of 88 at his residence in the Vatican's Casa Santa Marta. He was renowned for being a voice of a more welcoming Catholic Church. Now, Cardinal Kevin Farrell announced the Pope's death at 1:35 a.m. our time, or 7:35 a.m. their time. The Pope's death starts 9 days of mourning. Burial usually comes between the 4th and 6th day. He was the first Latin American and Jesuit. So there's lots of live streams of mourners that are congregating on the Vatican. So definitely people knew that he was sick, but a little shocking on Easter
Right around
Monday.
Eastern time. And I think he was Pope for 12 years since 2013. And from what I've read, because you kind of got to get reschooled on all the process of this, is that the cardinals under 80 years old will convene and they'll have the conclave for 2 to 3 weeks to decide the next Pope.
You are not Catholic.
I am not.
I am not Catholic either, and so we've actually been in learning mode. And then Extol Unfiltered, you keep seeing that up there. We will be on Mondays. Yes, that is the correct spelling of Ben Peine's name. Correct spelling. But Ben, if we want to go up, also some tough news, but good. We've got some good news. Prayers up for Alex Avila, a Jeffersonville High School senior and volleyball player who was involved in a car accident Friday and was in ICU with a traumatic brain injury. Now, the great news is that he has been moved out of ICU according to the Jeff Devils volleyball page.
That's good.
And he's eating. He's eating.
That's a really good
So
sign.
keep those prayers, well wishes, whatever you send, keep those coming. There is a GoFundMe. Be very careful for people, those scammers who slide in, but there is a GoFundMe on the Jeffersonville Red Devils volleyball Facebook page to support that family. So prayers up for Alex.
Yeah, prayers for Alex. Keep getting better, minute by minute. And so we are coming off of Easter weekend.
Yes, we
And
definitely.
I heard you put up a controversial post.
Well, can we
Yesterday.
save that first?
We
Let's
can.
talk about what did you do for Easter?
Okay, so
Let's talk about that
let me see if
first.
I can bring up some of the pictures here. We may start with you. I think you're first in line here.
Okay, so notice that I took the pictures, and so that is Jason Applegate, who is my business partner, my partner in life, and the
Partner in
father to our
crime.
child. Maybe
There's
partner.
Olive.
So Olive,
Got some smiles there.
she got a whole bunch of, like, she knows that the Easter basket comes from, in our house we tell the Easter bunny that just leave eggs, but the Easter basket comes from mom and dad, and one of those was from Matt Presley, that Happy Easter book. It's a coloring book, and Olive loves
nice.
art, and so love Matt Presley. He is the husband of Brian Bell, and I'm the dad, one of two dads of Olive's good friend Piper. And so she got that coloring book, but she and our neighbors and their children of all ages went on an awesome Easter egg hunt.
Your neighborhood sounds pretty cool because, like, in the wintertime, all get together, sled.
We do some fun things.
Yeah.
We've got some great neighbors. But the fun part was, and can we just make sure that nobody spills the beans? But I'll just say this: Savannah Smiles helped out with the egg helped the
sweet.
Easter bunny out. I'll
Very
just
nice.
say that.
Very nice.
So there are 200 eggs, including a bunch of gold ones. And I mean, the prizes in them, the candy, the treat, I mean, all of it. I've never seen such top notch.
An Easter
Phenomenal.
extravaganza.
They all have jewelry. I mean, I was like, whoa, next year I'm getting in on this. And so that was so much fun. But Olive is so competitive that when everybody else went in, because their family was leaving to go to Salem, Olive took her dad out there to continue looking and found the rest of
Found
the
the
eggs.
rest of them?
Yes.
That's awesome.
So what about you?
I just want to bring up a comment. Do you, or are you going to have an app for streaming? And I believe the app
Yes.
should be coming pretty soon there.
Yes. Thank you for the question, Kimberly.
Kimberly Cochran, thanks for asking that. Yeah, so we all got together. My family, my mom had us over for ribs.
Oh,
I think it's
lovely.
from Rub and Butts Barbecue up there in Sellersburg.
Yes.
It was delicious. Baked beans, baked potato, dessert, all that good stuff. So just had that one big meal yesterday after the Easter service. And so I'm on the left there. There's my mom holding Mila, the dog. Right there in the
Mila.
background, that is Steve Miller. I'm going to talk a little bit about Steve Miller here in just a second. My wife, Sarah, in the middle. My daughter, Hannah. We'll probably see a Hanging with Hannah segment
Yes.
here in just a moment. My 98-year-old grandma, Norma, right there. And then my son, Brady, which is, he seems to be towering over us these days. He's like an inch taller than me. He's not
he?
5 inches taller than me. That
He looks like a giant.
I don't know. It's like the perspective of that picture right there.
Can we go 98?
Yeah, 98 years young. She was out in the front yard trying to walk down the hills and get lilac blossoms, and she stayed active. Yeah.
Hashtag goals.
Yeah.
Miss Norma.
She was into clogging and tap dancing and parades, a professional
Love it.
clown, all that stuff. So there's proof. You keep moving. That's what you got to do. One not even controversial, but my kids are sophomore and senior in high school, and they still get Easter egg baskets. There are others that do not. My wife does it all. Like, I didn't have my hands on anything, but some have grown out of it, some have not. But we still hook them up. But no Easter egg hunt.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jason Applegate got an Easter bag. I bought him some socks, and he had mentioned the other day, because I mean, we've been working hard. Let's just be honest. I mean, Jason and I are in complete opposite. I am an early riser. I don't sleep very well just because of the meds and things that I'm on. And so I go to bed early, get up early. He will stay late and work. And so he had talked about wanting a massage. So I went to Sakino Express downtown New
Nice.
Albany, which has I can't even explain it. It is like, it's a massage chair that scans your body, and it's not just one of those you push the buttons and all of that. Like this is a whole
Next
other
level.
level. So I got him a gift certificate for that, and he needs to go there. One of my favorite places.
So he's going to be super chill one day.
Well,
he's always super chill, but he's going to be even super.
he is pretty super chill.
We've got Gary and Janet Hutchins. Thanks for watching here
good
this
morning to
morning.
you.
And Dorothy McDaniel, thanks for tuning in as well. So let me go back to these pictures really quickly, and I'll try to move along here. So this is Steve Miller. And by the way, he's a family friend, and he lives in my neighborhood. That's his view from his off-the-grid house that he built. So he is not hooked up to any public utilities. He built this all himself. He's got solar power up there.
Wow.
So he's got propane. So he does have a way to heat and do whatever he needs, take showers. He collects rain. He's got the power to pump it and everything like that. So that is his view right there. And he's one of the first people we met when we moved to Southern Indiana. Steve Miller, he's been around Southern Indiana his entire life, went to Silver Creek. So I just want to give old Steve a shout out. And there's my daughter, Hannah. I thought this was just kind of a sweet moment when she was cutting the lilac blossom off for, again, my 98-year-old grandma. And look at the hill that I'm shooting down from. So we're trying not to have my grandma scale up and down the hill, again, who's 98 years old. And then we went on an Easter hike about 3 miles yesterday. And I just when I say the word hike to our dogs, they go absolutely crazy. I just want to show you this real quick. So that's Loud Desi right there, and they just go crazy. And the other two, Annie's like almost 15 years old. She still went all the way with us. Skeeter is probably 80 pounds heavier than he should be, and he went all the way as well. We walked all the way up to Steve Miller's house and back, so about 3 miles up and down these rugged hills and everything. Skeeter and Annie were a little sore this morning, but they're still going. They're still going. Yeah.
We've got a doggy on a diet as well. We see Dr. Pepin and Floyd's Knobs, and so our dog is eating unsalted canned green beans mixed in with her food, which of course she thinks is a treat. So we'll see if I say Goldie is perfect as she is, but health-wise, we got to get her down a little bit.
Skeeter would not be Skeeter.
Right, we all come
if he wasn't the way he is. So, yeah, exactly.
All different shapes and sizes. Now, okay, you said I posted something controversial.
Oh yeah.
All right, Ben, go ahead and pull up the picture. I did post this, and we want to hear from you. Team Peeps, hard pass, or only if microwaved for sport. Have you ever microwaved a Peep before?
No, what happens? I don't know. Explodes, probably. I don't recommend it. I don't know what.
I think videographer, hey, Todd Prince, can we borrow you for a second? So we go ahead and weigh in. We want to see your comments. But look at this. Okay, Ben, bring us back up on full screen, just the you and me.
All right.
Almost. There we go.
There we go.
All right, Todd, we're going to give you one of these. So are you a Peeps fan?
Not at all.
Todd Prince is not.
I think we need to get Todd.
Can you
on
come
camera.
over just for a second?
Todd is a New Albany resident.
He's also on the Extol team, which we love.
I worked with him for like 17 years.
He was from WHS 11 as well. So, okay, Todd, Peeps or no Peeps?
Not a Peeps fan.
Not
How you take a marshmallow and mess it up? But it's congratulations. That's all I'll say.
Can I give you this? Will you go blow it up in the microwave and just tell us what happens to it and maybe bring it back over?
Who's cleaning the microwave?
We have no idea.
Okay, I'll do it for
Will
30.
you check out the comments?
30
and see
seconds.
If anybody has anything to say, like, I mean, do you blow them up? Do you? 30 might be aggressive. I don't know.
The old Easter argument, peeps or no peeps.
So who says what?
I just want to
on
give
this?
a shout out. We said hi to
good
Dorothy.
morning.
Lillian Lasley, good morning to you. Going to
Yeah.
get some good mornings out there. Teresa Logston. Kathy Toole, thanks
Hi,
for watching here
Kathy.
this morning. We got a peep opinion
says
here. Yuck.
Yeah, but
Oh,
Gary
we got a
and Janet-
puke. We got a puke for a peep.
Yeah. Good
Man,
morning
this
to
is not
Huck.
good advertising for peeps.
I mean, but so can I show you? Good morning.
Good morning, Huck.
Now I want to know is Huck the dachshund?
Hey, peeps, if you still want to partner with Extol Unfiltered,
there-
we're still here for
But
you.
okay, so here are purple peeps. I don't even know if there's different flavors. I think they're disgusting, and I always have. But these cinnamon
gosh.
churro flavor,
I had no clue there was all these different
and then
varieties.
chilling
Maybe I
with
would
my
like a different
peeps,
kind.
marshmallow flavored chocolate. Now that to me is considered messing up chocolate. And then marshmallow flavored chocolate. So we're going to keep these unopened. If
I
we
don't
have
know.
any Peeps fans, you're more than welcome to stop by today and come
Stop
and get
by
these.
Market and Vincennes and pick
Come
you
and-
up some peeps.
Come and get these. All right, Todd's coming. Oh, Todd's coming back.
Yeah.
Oh, he
10 seconds.
Just 10?
10 seconds.
We can try different variations.
We might have to do like a minute.
I mean,
Well, you can see.
Todd, come on
It
over
already-
here this
it
way.
already, it's already.
They started blowing up.
Yeah, they're already kind of. Well, no,
Are
I
they
mean they're
shriveling?
they're already kind of. You can see
That might be the way to go.
Yeah, see, it's already getting a little gooey. So that's 10 seconds. I mean, we could do
Do they
different.
taste any different like that?
All right.
He is such a team player. Best ever. You put the whole thing in your mouth.
Now you like them.
Total treat. Total team member.
It's okay. Okay.
That's how I feel about them. I'm not like a
okay.
hater.
It's okay.
No, it's like I said, it's a marshmallow, so it's not ever bad, but it's like you did kind of degrade a marshmallow.
Degraded it, didn't you? Yeah.
I think. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay.
So-
Oh.
I wonder when
well,
peeps were created.
Yeah.
I could probably Google that.
we could probably go, but will you do this after you're done? Will you pull that image back up one more time? Because I did put that out there asking people to weigh
Oh, yeah.
in on Peeps. But there's another question that we have.
1950. Wait, the company was founded in 1908. Was known for sweets like jelly beans, and Peeps brand in 1953.
Okay. Well, maybe it's had its heyday. I don't think so. They're not going away. But will you pull that image up? So here's another question for you, and we need to look at some of our other places where people are commenting. So if you notice, it says, okay, Peeps iconic or icky, Team Peeps forever, hard pass, only if microwave for sport. Then look underneath that. So I'm going to tell you how this happened. It says this graphic was mostly AI generated.
Oh, okay.
Now, I want you to know something because here at Extol, we create a ton of content. And I mean, especially we have a true artist as a creative director. We have, I mean, our videographers that they are true creatives. But one of the things we do not do is create and utilize AI generated graphics. I broke my own
Broke your own rule here.
because what I did was use ChatGPT yesterday, just kind of trying to find out some of the, like, what's the issue with
Mm-hmm.
Peeps and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, ChatGPT is kind of like a glorified, much more sophisticated Google sometimes.
It kind of scares me a little bit, but
Except you got to fact check it. And
Yeah.
I am one of those where I'll be like, thank you so much for providing that. But could you go back and look at this? Because I found this. And then I talk to it like, I don't know, maybe in case they take over, like they'll remember that I was kind and
Yeah.
nice. But here's my question for real. We put on there, this graphic was mostly AI generated. I inserted our Extol Unfiltered. Do you, as the general public, do you care? Do you care whether or not something is AI generated? Do you want to know? Because for us, I feel like ethically
Yeah.
we need to let people know this was created by AI, but we really take pride in the fact that the majority, like 99.99999, like
Yeah.
that was one of our
and I think that's
That
a
was our first.
discussion in journalism right now,
absolutely
and what students
and just
in-
life.
Yeah, and I think different media companies are making their own rules.
Yeah.
If you know how much AI you use, or if it's completely AI, and then there's
Absolutely.
disclaimers for that. So that is
So
where we're going in society.
We
you
don't
know?
have any comments about that other than
We
more
do have some-
we're stuck on the peeps.
We got Kimberly.
Kimberly,
Throw them away.
We agree. We agree.
Team no peep. We have Kimberly White. Good
Does
morning.
anybody actually like peeps? Because here's my question. I forgot to buy them, so I rushed over on the way to go see Jason's mom. I rushed over to Kroger to buy some, and like the shelves were almost bare. So somebody likes peeps.
So where's Team Peep? We got
Do we have
crickets.
any Team
We got
Peeps?
crickets here.
I mean, Todd's
Todd,
over
did
there.
did you melt them?
This is 30 seconds. Yes.
Maybe if you did like s'mores with Peeps.
10 seconds is the way to go.
I don't know.
This is
No, s'mores with
this is
peeps.
what 30 seconds looks like.
You're killing them.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
now here's the question. Do they taste any different?
I wonder if we could.
How many pizza are you gonna make me eat?
They're melting.
Todd.
Wait.
Here, yeah.
Oh, hang on. Meredith Jones Peine.
Yeah, that's my sister-in-law.
Hi,
She said,
Meredith.
try
Try
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper,
Pepper.
not Perps.
But
Peeps.
you meant peeps. We knew you meant.
I'll try it.
Todd's going to try it again. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like the churro flavored, I don't know. Maybe the cinnamon will overpower.
It just gets more messy.
It's not.
It's
It's not right.
It's just okay.
It's not right.
You're not enjoying that?
No.
I hope your digestive system does well.
Listen, this guy's a runner, and so
Yeah.
he's going to burn all this and run it right off.
So you're saying those are not your Achilles heel?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to start a podcast.
Yeah.
No.
Stay tuned for the Todd Prince.
Yeah,
We're still trying to heal his Achilles.
Yes, but I would 10 seconds is better than 30. I don't know. It's not great.
All right.
Not okay. Well, we
Well, there you go. We're trying to help you out here. 10 seconds if you want to microwave some Peeps. And it doesn't ruin them.
No, it doesn't. But so, okay, we were talking about what happened yesterday with Easter. We hope you all had an enjoyable Easter as well. But
Vicky says the
See,
Dr.
Vicky
Pepper ones
agrees.
aren't too bad. The other ones are a no-go. I had no clue there were Dr. Pepper ones. So
they were not available.
this has been an Extol Unfiltered that's been worthwhile to me because I now know there are Dr. Pepper Peeps.
And
I learned something every day.
We're going to have to try to find them. But let's take a moment. So Hannah.
Oh, I was crying
Heidi-
after that. I easily
know, Todd
cry
is-
when that stuff
We
happens.
owe Todd. But we were talking about events that have happened earlier today and then also yesterday. But let's check out the latest episode of Hanging with Hannah, presented by Rasmussen Chiropractic, to see what's on tap in Southern Indiana this week.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another Hanging with Hannah presented by Rasmussen Chiropractic. This week is packed with some awesome events. On April 3rd, it's the Kids Club Jar Lantern Craft at Floyd County Library. Ages 6 to 10 can participate and there's no need to sign up, just show up. On April 24th, it's the Charm Bar and Permanent Jewelry at Our Lady of Perpetual Hops. Treat yourself to some beautiful jewelry at this pop-up event. Again, on April 24th, it's Toddler Time at Chick-fil-A on Veterans Parkway. Head over to Chick-fil-A for a sweet, relaxed toddler time. There will be free coffee for grown-ups from the Toddler Time Coffee Bar. On April 25th, it's the Spring Wine Launch Patio Party. Wine lovers, this one's for you. You'll be able to sip and soak up the spring vibes on the patio. On April 26th, it's Pollinator Day. This event is family-friendly, free, and full of outdoor fun. On April 27th, it's Mickey's Community Exchange, art, baked goods, and more. Shop local artisans, grab some tasty baked goods, and do so much more. Looking ahead to May 3rd, it's Jeffersonville's Mother's Day Market 2025. Shop from over 75 indoor and outdoor local craft vendor booths at First Baptist Church in Jeff. Well, that's it for this week's Hanging with Hannah. Thanks again to Rasmussen Chiropractic for helping out. See you all next week.
Very
Hannah
cool.
does such a great job.
I'm a little biased.
She does a great job.
She's gotten better and better every time. Because, I mean, when she first started with the internship last October and started doing the Hanging with Hannah, I was like, you got to smile more. Like, just, it makes you look more natural when you smile, even if you have to force it a little bit.
Yes.
That was my advice.
Although I say this, like that forced smile, you know, it's kind
Oh,
of
you
like
can see through that, yeah.
Olive. My
Yeah.
daughter, who's 9, is going through that like phase
Yeah.
where I'm just like, just do whatever. Let your face
Right.
just do whatever it wants. But Hannah does an awesome job. We love Hannah. She goes to Borden High School, but
Yep.
she'd been an intern through Prosser for us. So we got another comment to check out. And I actually was looking at a couple of other comments here.
Lily and Leslie, throw them away. Wow, our audience is no peep,
And
not team peep.
You know what?
Lucinda Lewis, same.
So then here's my question.
That's crazy. No one likes them.
Any of these people who say no, and I'm on the same team with you all, did you buy them? Did you buy them for
Somebody
anyone in
bought
your
'em.
life? Because my daughter and her dad, so he likes them. Jason Applegate.
We got
who's over
one
there.
here.
So how he likes them is you leave them out and let them
Get crusty?
harden. He
A
said
little-
just let them
yeah.
harden, and he likes that texture
Little
and
extra texture.
whatever.
That's funny.
No.
Like no one.
Okay, a good transition. You want to see something funny. So one of the things that Hannah had last week was called a micro internship through Prosser. And we love, Lucinda says, I don't think I ever bought a peep.
I don't think I've ever bought a peep.
I mean, I bought.
And Nicole Atkins says, nope. We've got
Nope.
nobody in Southern Indiana.
See,
that's
and
buying a peep.
I'm in charge of
That's
that kind of
wild.
stuff. So I could have kept the peeps out of my house, but Olive and Jason love them. But so last week, Hannah had a micro internship. And one of the things that I really love when we get young people who work for us, and by the way, they're always paid and they get school credit.
I wasn't paid in my internship.
We have never not paid anybody to work for us. Like
Yeah.
trade doesn't pay the bills, you know, like that's we pay. So, and I also got to visit Silver Creek High School last week and have two individuals that I'm very hopeful that we'll have some young people who are going to be some freelance creator content creators.
Oh,
for
cool.
us.
Yeah.
But anyway, I said, Hannah, here's what I need. Go have some fun with your dad. So they headed up to Valley View.
Valley View Golf Course, and just had some fun. We'll just show you one here.
So, Dad, what do you like about golf?
Well, Hannah, golf is kind of like life and the weather. You got sunny days, wet days, windy days, good days, bad days, good shots, bad shots.
So, how do you hit that good shot?
Well, there's a lot of science to it. Like today, we got a little south breeze at around 10 miles per hour. There's a little dew this morning. I think it's starting to evaporate. The slope of the fairway is probably about 30 degrees. And then just put a nice smooth one on this one. Son of a...
I still laugh at that. I've seen it a bunch of times. So that one was actually Jason Applegate, your husband's idea to do like the science stuff. So there's a little portion of that's real.
Oh gosh.
I do analyze my golf shots, and I do get mad. I've said things that are a lot worse on the golf course.
Oh my
than
gosh.
that.
Oh, that makes me
So
laugh.
there's some real to that reel.
Yep.
There's some real to that reel.
Jason's still laughing.
And we're gonna have some more of those to watch out for.
But also, let's talk about Valley View and tap-ins for a second.
That is a nice place.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
They got the simulators there. You can book them. Also good food. I had their big club sandwich, which was the only meal that I needed that entire day. They got a little pickle on the club sandwich. Not a lot of club sandwiches have the pickle. That's a nice touch there. So it was nice.
You're a
of course
pickle
you can,
connoisseur with that?
a little bit.
Okay.
Don't you like pickle juice?
So, quick story. Yes, I used to have, I mean, it was kind of a little over the top. I would buy jars of pickles and I might be in like the grocery store parking lot and my mouth would start watering and I kind of look around and I would open
Ugh.
it up
Oh my gosh.
and I would drink it. I mean,
I feel like I remember that
I-
from like you saying that 10 years ago.
I can't help it. But then I got pregnant.
Mm.
Pickles were not a thing for me. And now I gave birth. Her name is Olive. And I just love the name Olive.
Yeah.
And she is a pickle fiend. So I would say she took it from me.
Really? So you don't like the
I
pickles as much?
like them, but I don't crave them
Wow.
like I used to.
All
But
right.
I also had very low sodium. So my body was probably trying to tell me something.
Let's
So-
move away from the peeps or no peeps. Drink pickle juice or not to drink pickle juice.
I mean,
I would
my
be on the
mouth-
not.
It depends, but my mouth can start watering. Chris Marlin said he loved it. And April. April
you, Chris.
enjoyed seeing you. Yeah. Oh,
Chris, again, has been a longtime Facebook friend of mine and an awesome guitarist, by the way, as well.
Love knowing that. That's for sure.
April, following her, so funny. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Now, Ben, we had, I mean, for the most part, just a gorgeous, gorgeous weekend. Ben at 10, you're going to update on the forecast. But can you pull up a video of something that you shared
Oh yeah.
that got a lot of us sneezing?
Yeah, I did post it yesterday, but in case you missed it, this was pretty crazy on my hike with Hannah.
3, 2, 1, pollen.
Isn't that weird? It almost makes you
Hit that
feel
one
it.
more time. Hit that one more
I
time.
had a lot of people say that, like
3, 2, 1, pollen.
we're all you just feel it like subliminally or whatever the word is.
So when you go walking,
So yeah, that was like 1,000 feet up. If you're driving out toward Borden, there's like Deem Lake on your right. There's a big hillside on the left. That's up top there. We built a little cabin up there, and there's a big area that you can walk. We talked about Steve Miller earlier. I walked to his house, but I noticed when the wind came through, I saw like a cloud of dust. I was like, oh, this would be cool. Check this out. And I had Hannah videotape me as I shook it.
and you were fine?
I want to talk about this. So the pollen that comes from pine is usually too big for your respiratory system to be impacted allergically by it.
Okay.
So the smaller pollens like oak and maple, the pollen that you don't see is the pollen that really, really impacts you. Now, if that all went up your nose, I'm sure that would not feel good,
Sure.
but it's not the ones that really make you react. That is what I learned, but I'm sure there's an allergist out there that might even know a little bit more than me. But so I don't think that would like inflame you like the other allergens do. So
You saying that made me remember one of my most traumatic childhood memories was kind of like wading in a pond. I grew up in rural Michigan, lived outside practically, like Ben now does. And there are the cattails, and you know when they start to, I inhaled, like I thought I was gonna die. Like I thought this is it.
do not try this at home. But I think I've seen some videos on YouTube where they bite into them. Like it can like seriously. I probably
was
should
like-
have said that. Don't even do that. Do not try that
Yeah,
at
it
home.
was a horrible experience. Rusty Brooks wants to know
You
you still in Louisville.
No, I've lived over here for almost 11 years. Here in southern Indiana.
But I will tell you this, our Extol audience, which we're meshed, some of you are seeing us on Ben's page, some of you are seeing us on our Extol media channels, some of you are seeing us on my channels, but our viewership on all of those different channels, we have a lot of friends in
sure,
Kentucky,
yeah.
a lot of friends in Louisville
Southern Indiana and beyond.
and beyond.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was the pollen craziness. I just
Okay.
want to give a preview of what's coming up on Ben
at
at
10.
10 very quickly. And I think I can bring it up like that. So we have a spring in full force. So we're looking at some nice warm conditions here this week. Let me actually remove that and bring this up because that was the old 7-day forecast. I wanted to also show you that xtolmag.com. If you click on weather, we've got a whole brand new weather layout there where you've got interactive radar up here top right. We've had some light, some rain showers moving through. You can check that out. Short-term forecast and then the 7-day forecast that I loaded a little bit earlier this morning. We've got about the same weather this afternoon as what we'll have tomorrow in the 70s, 80 degrees Wednesday, lots of sunshine Tuesday, Wednesday. Think about some sunscreen the next couple of days because that sun angle is getting higher. I think we may see a few rain showers Thursday, but the most widespread chance of rain this week is going to be Friday and into early Saturday morning. But I think it moves out quickly enough that most of us are going to be dry for most of the weekend ahead. So that'll be good news for us. So this is like the heart of springtime. You can see most of that steady rain that we had overnight has moved off to the east. And thankfully, as expected, it was just kind of garden variety stuff, nothing severe with that. And then there's just a couple little tiny showers on the very back end that'll be moving out pretty soon. So quick weather update there before we hit Ben at 10.
That is interesting because the KDF marathon is on Saturday. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in
Gonna
good
be
shape.
fine.
I mean, great running weather. I did that a couple times. I did the half, I think once or twice, and then I did the full KDF back in 2013. I think that was my last marathon, actually.
Yeah, we
12 years ago.
Wait, we have to go back to this for a second. Your sister called you out. Can you?
That might not be good.
No, it was good. She said, because I asked, were you like, did you have any reaction?
Is that why you're rubbing
I
your
wanna
eyes?
be
No, I had an
prepared.
eyelash in my eye. I was trying to
Oh,
rub that out, but
yeah,
it
I
was like
can't wait. You
right
got to
on
bring
time.
Meredith in. I can't wait to meet her.
Oh yeah, we can. We'll send you a link.
Janet,
I watched that pollen clip over and over. Interesting about the pine pollen. We have a row on both sides of the property. However, we do have all the other trees on the property. So yeah, tree pollen season is peaking right now. You can see it. I mean, I think it was even a haze in the air yesterday. And then it's going to be grass pollen season after we get all the leaves.
okay. And then I like this from Kimberly. This is interesting.
My grandma had a superstition on Easter weather. If it rains on Easter, it will rain the next 7 Sundays. Thank God it didn't rain yesterday. Interesting.
Very
Yeah,
interesting.
my forecast is dry next Sunday, so there we go. Maybe it's true.
Oh, here's a good one for you from Tim.
We've got it's from Tim Cron. How will the weather be for this titanic matchup between Christian Academy and Borden today on the tennis courts? My daughter will be playing number 2 singles. She was number 1 singles last 2 years. Yeah, so she's played, I don't know, middle school, high school tennis. So this is her last senior season. So there'll be weather will be nice. A little bit breezy though for tennis. And that match I think it's like at 4:30. So I'll be heading a little bit later this afternoon over
there.
Christian Academy for the Titanic matchup.
Okay, just a couple of quick things. So when we talked about this, again, Ben is a part of the Extol team. We are so happy to have him partnered up. The launch of Extol weather has been tremendous. Thanks to all of you. We're excited about really pushing into content creation. Won't go into this whole thing, but it was kind of like this perfect storm. Yes.
There you go.
And pun intended, this perfect storm because last year I was diagnosed with breast cancer, early stage but aggressive, spent this year, and really you just kind of do these things like, what do you want for your life when you're like kind of facing this great unknown? Ben, on the other hand, really had been looking at, what do you want for your life?
Correct.
And your kids and your wife and for you personally. And Extol offers a quality of life. We get
I mean, for the first time in my life, I've been like trying to get used to what normal people live like as far as like hours, like 7 to 4 or whatever.
Yes. It's nice, right?
It's very nice. So physically, mentally, have been feeling way better. So appreciate you guys.
And we talked about this. And one of the things that I did say that I would update, so I have, you can probably see this a little bit, sort of. I still have my chemo port in because I'm high risk for recurrence, which I reject. We're not doing this again. And I get mammograms and screenings every 6 months or more. So I had my mammogram last week. I'm excited to say I am no evidence of disease. So
Ned.
that has been Ned. Ned is
Yeah.
our friend. No evidence of disease. I'll have another mammogram, etc., in another 6 months, provided there's no other symptoms. But I have some nodules on a thyroid, and so I wasn't prepared for this. But I was referred to a specialist at U of L because I've been treated by Baptist and Baptist Health Floyd, the cancer center, amazing. My oncologist, amazing. All the people, but so they referred me to an endocrine oncologist, and I had a thyroid biopsy on a little nodule that had grown just a tiny bit and looked like maybe sort of. So that could be weeks or not until we find out. But I was excited. No evidence of disease and just really moving forward. So I had said that I would update
And
that.
praying that continues.
And for anyone who is navigating cancer, whether it's you or someone now knowing firsthand how many people it touches, and I'm just grateful for the community support. That's been huge.
Speaking of that, we got Christopher Ramos saying woot woot.
I love the Steve Wilkos show. I love that.
Lily Isley says, love your all show. And Meredith, my sister-in-law, go Hannah. And her.
Hannah.
And
Do you see Lillian? Go up one right there. That made me laugh. Steve Wilkos is hilarious. So thank you so much for that, Lillian. Christopher, appreciate that. Pray, and you know what? I believe in the power of prayer and positivity. I mean, I just do. But also, I'm so pragmatic that whatever comes, we'll just deal with it. We'll just deal with
There
it.
you
That's
go.
just kind of the way that I do. So Ben at 10 starts in just a few minutes. Reminder, every Monday at 9 a.m., Extol Unfiltered. And, you know, we're a little casual today, but maybe in honor of Derby Week,
Yeah, may want to dress it up a little bit on Monday.
step it up.
So thank you all for those awesome comments here, by the way. We've
Oh, I
got
love that.
Barbara Brownfield, prayers for Angie. Love the show.
Thank you.
And
That means a
give
lot.
the energy you want to receive. There you
Absolutely.
go. The golden rule, kind of.
Absolutely. What a great way to walk it out.
Yeah, let's end it with Christopher Ramos right there. And again,
Thanks, Christopher.
thanks for supporting all of our channels, whether it's Extol Media, Angie Fenton, meteorologist Ben Peine.
Although it's still spelled Pine,
It should
thanks to
change.
Meta.
Should change eventually. Extol Weather page.
Yep.
And Extol Media on YouTube.
And extolmag.com. I mean, those are free resources for you to utilize as well. And Ben will continue to show you how to use them.
All right.
Have a
Thanks for
great-
watching.
Have a great start to the week.